Hey y'all, it's time for me to preach. Alright, I just had a revelation about like the obsession with abortions and homosexuality. Alright, so the message with the abortions is then people are afraid to have heterosexual relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, because the message that they're sending is if you get pregnant, have an abortion, we don't want your baby. Right? That's why there's such a strong push right now for abortions. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's advertising it, publicizing it. And that's the message. We don't want your baby have an abortion. Why? I'll tell you why. Because the government's tired of giving handouts and paying for food stamps and welfare and blah, blah, blah. I would be too if I was the government. Anyways, so that's the message. So then everybody's afraid to have a boyfriend or husband or wife or girlfriend. And then on the other side, you got the homosexual revolution. And I've thought this for a few years now. Then everybody's afraid to have a friend that's the same sex, because then everyone around them might think that they're a gay couple. Or you might be worried, and your friend might be worried that it might turn gay. Or maybe you turn gay, or maybe your friend turns gay. Subliminal messaging, it's everywhere. The gayness is everywhere. You know, and it's a thing. They, whoever they are trying to turn everybody gay because they don't want us to have babies. And I don't know, because they're worried about overpopulation, you know. Anyways, don't be gay. Don't have an abortion. It's okay to have same-sex friends, and it doesn't need to turn gay. And don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to have friendships and think that everyone's going to think that you're gay, or that you're afraid that it's going to turn gay, you know? Because it's very isolating. It really is. Anyways, yeah, and don't be afraid to get pregnant, you know? Don't think that just because you're pregnant, you have to have an abortion because the world doesn't want your baby. Maybe they do. You don't know what potential that child has. That child could grow up and be a doctor or a lawyer or the next Billy Graham or the next Mother Teresa. You know, those are the hopes that I have for my son. I want him to be the next Billy Graham. And I think it's possible. You know? Like I've been showing my 1.5-year-old son Stephen Furtick sermons, and sometimes he acts like he's preaching, and I'm like thinking he could be a preacher, you know? But I know people want to stop that, you know, evil people. You know, the more potential that you have, or your kids have, or your spouse, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, the more potential any of you have, the more the evil people try to stop it, you know. But don't let them stop you or your kids or your significant other from fulfilling their potential. Don't get scared, you know. Don't get that spirit of fear or that spirit of heaviness. You know, you got to, every day, you got to be like, spirit of fear, spirit of heaviness, be gone. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be depressed. Because the more depressed and afraid you are, the less you're going to fulfill your calling. So stop being scared and stop being depressed. Fulfill your calling. Do what God has called you to do. Everybody has a calling. You just got to figure out what that is and do it. Okay? God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.